What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video. Now today we're going to be talking about the Naruto top 99 poll. And this is a very important poll, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, I have not meant to make 3 Naruto videos in a row, but if you haven't checked out the videos, go check them out. And when I talk about whether Naruto needs a reboot, and the other one I talk about is the Storm game connections really necessary. Now,
Naruto is a popular Japanese manga and anime series created by Masashi Kishimoto. The story revolves around Naruto Uzumaki, a young ninja from the Hidden Leaf Village who dreams of becoming the leader of his village. Naruto is an outcast in his village due to the nine-tailed fox, a powerful demon fox that was sealed inside him when he was a baby. Despite this, he is determined to prove himself as a powerful ninja and earn the respect of his peers. Along with his teammates, Sasuke Uchiha and Sakura Haruno, Naruto goes on a variety of missions to protect the village and improve his skills as a ninja. Along the way, he faces many challenges and enemies, including other powerful ninjas and organizations seeking to harm the village. The series explores themes such as perseverance, friendship, and sacrifice as Naruto and his friends work to become stronger and protect their loved ones. Well, that's it. Back to you.
we got that out the way. Let's get on to this video. And this is actually a very interesting thing. Basically, whoever wins the poll gets a one-shot made by Kishimoto. So let's actually talk about the poll and like who won. Because there's a lot of very interesting characters in Naruto. I have my own personal pick who I feel like should win. I think a great character. Well, let's just go ahead and talk about it. Now, first of all, the character that won, we're going to do that one. That is Minato, whatever you want to call him. I guess there's no A in the beginning of his name, so I don't know why people call him I don't know. Minato. I'm going to say Minato. The fourth Hokage. He is the winner, and he will be getting his own one-shot manga coming soon. So we'll be able to basically dive back into his story and kind of see pretty much like everything the Hokage, did back then, or maybe like his youth, him getting trained by Jiraiya. This could be a very interesting one-shot to me. Because here's the thing, I feel like Naruto has an interesting world of characters and stuff. And yes, when the main story is going on, backstories can be kind of annoying. But now that the main story is over with Naruto, it's all about Boruto. It would make a lot of sense to go back and explore some of those characters that we really didn't get into. Let's keep going. So second, we got Itachi. I'm be honest, I get why Itachi is up this high. I don't really see the purpose. I guess if you want to explore more into like him in the Akatsuki and some of the stuff that he did, because I feel like we've seen a lot of his childhood and him killing the Uchiha clan. We've seen a lot of Itachi. See, with Minato, it's like we didn't really get to see a lot of him, so it was more like, okay, this would be interesting for like more like. This would be interesting in terms of like seeing another story. I feel like Itachi's we've seen everything. He's a really in-depth character. The reason why people like him so much is because we've seen so many aspects of him. Maybe they'll dive into like the relationship with his girlfriend, that he murdered, and his motivations behind doing the certain things he did. Now, top 3. This will surprise you. Top 3 is Sakura Uchiha. You know what I did there? Nah, it's just Sakura Haruno. It's the OG Sakura, so they're not really married yet. But check this out. I don't know. I'm assuming this is like a troll thing, but I'm glad Sakura finally getting some kind of form of respect, even if it's like a troll, because I feel like Sakura's not an interesting character, to be honest, but I feel like she could have had more depth, like maybe some in-depth story with her past. I'm be honest, I can't really see it. I'm trying to figure out like a way to make it positive. I don't really know what I would want to watch from Sakura, unless it's maybe more later on in her ninja years and stuff. Maybe she does like a mission and stuff without Naruto, and they really can see her shine, because she actually got some love in Boruto, and I really appreciated that, because I feel like the character was really overhated. I feel like she was just like the third. Back then, like Kishimoto was not that great at developing women characters. And I feel like the whole Ino backstory with her liking Sasuke, and that's really just all their motivations as ninja is about, just liking Sasuke. It was kind of stupid, if I'm being honest. Like, I really love me some Naruto, but this was definitely a misfire. Hopefully, if he does be so inclined, she can get a one-shot, maybe more towards the future, but we'll see. Okay, this is an interesting one right here. We got Shisui Uchiha. Now, Shisui Uchiha is a very legendary ninja. I feel like a lot of his exploits, he was very feared For one thing, he was very powerful member of the Uchiha clan. He could have been instrumental in the Uchiha throwing over the Leaf Village, overthrowing the Leaf Village. And it's weird to think that how impactful he could have been in the story, considering that he really didn't do anything in the story. Like, he pretty much literally didn't do anything except for like give Itachi his eyes. But he literally had one of the most powerful genjutsu techniques known to man. He was one of the most powerful shinobi known to man, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's weird that we didn't really get to see how powerful he really was. I think in the games they gave him a Susanoo, and I don't know if we ever get to see it in the stories. So this would have been a cool one shot to kind of see and kind of explain his life and his backstory, and explain why he was so feared. Because he obviously was feared, and his sacrifice really saved a lot of people, but it just didn't seem as impactful as a cool of a character he was. Then we got Kakashi. I feel like he's another Itachi situation. I love Kakashi, man. I think he's a great character, but I feel like we've seen so much of him. A lot of his actual childhood is the driver for, some of the villains in Naruto. So, I mean, it kind of makes really not much sense for him to get a one shot. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like one shots could be anything. This could be something really, really good in any time period of the person's life. But I don't really see how I would really enjoy seeing a more Kakashi type one shot. I feel like it wouldn't be as good. Naruto, his whole freaking manga is a one shot. Like there's literally no purpose to have Naruto in this poll at all. Now this one right here, the number 7, I feel like he is what the epitome of I want to know more. This is Kakashi's father, because here's my thing: we only get to see very, very brief glimpses of him. I'm surprised that he was not actually voted higher than Kakashi, because we know a lot about Kakashi. We do not know why his father was so legendary. I think they say his father's like the strongest in the village or whatever, and I think he committed suicide. So it'd be an interesting way to kind of like tie his story up, to have like a nice one shot talking about how strong he was and the stuff that he dealt with as a ninja and the things that drive Kakashi to be who he was. Because I'm gonna be honest, this guy is mysterious. He's a cool character that we only get to see literally like maybe 30 minutes of actual footage of, like considering like the pain arc and him in the you get a brief viewing of him in the rescue Gaara arc. So I definitely see why he could have been a one-shot leader. Sasuke, he already got his stuff. It's not really even much to talk about. Sasuke already got his stuff. It's like at this point, it's like there's no need to even include a lot of the main characters. That like Naruto and Sasuke, no, they're good, they're straight. Now Madara, I definitely would have want to watch a Madara one, because we did get to see a lot of him in the past, but there was a lot of gaps that was missing between him leaving the village, and you saw the thing when he was like fighting against Inoki and his master or whatever. And he's a very interesting character, because he's very like intimidating, and probably one of the strongest Uchihas of all time, if not the strongest. And it's like the way they did him in the end of Naruto was so dirty that I feel like he deserves to kind of get like a little get back, if I'm being honest. Because let's be real, like the whole Kagura thing, this guy should have been the final villain. I mean, they pumped him up so much to the fact that yes, he could have got there's literally no need for Kagura. I mean, obviously it sets up the clan and stuff for Boruto, and if this was the main thought process behind it, it makes a little bit more sense. But Madara should have been the final villain, because it just makes a lot more sense. He's such a devious shinobi. He's been planning this for years. He's been connected to a tree. He didn't basically whisper in people's ears to make them do what he wants them to do. And it really makes no sense for Kagura to be the last enemy and not this guy. So I would love to see a Madara Uchiha one shot. Maybe something in the past when he was coming up fighting the first Hokage, or maybe something after that. Now, for number 10, this is the last one we're gonna do. It's got Hinata, and I'm not saying Hinata is a bad person to get a one shot. I just don't really see much interest in her story for me. I feel like we got a lot of the Hyuga clans like drama and stuff in terms of like in the original Naruto, when Naruto fought Neji, we saw a lot of that and how that worked. I guess you can always create new stories, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see how a Hinata one shot could be that interesting. I'm surprised she's actually rated this high. I'm not saying she's a bad character, considering that we had Sakura at number 3, but it's just more the fact like I don't really see what her one shot could turn into. I might be wrong, so forgive me on that. But she did make top 10, and you know, that's cool, I guess. I'll be honest, that's cool. So just running through some of the other ones really quickly. I'm not gonna show any pictures or nothing. I'm just gonna run through them. So we had Obito at 11, Jiraiya at 12. That's surprising. Shikamaru at 13. I feel like that makes sense because of Shikamaru. He had his own little stories and stuff, but Shikamaru's an interesting character. 14th was the second Hokage. That is surprising. He should have been higher. Gaara probably should have been lower. I honestly could not really care for much in Gaara's story. First Hokage at number 16. That should have been higher. Deidara, surprising he is up here at 17. Then we have Neji, which is another surprising thing because I feel like we've seen all we need to see of Neji. Sasori, maybe. I like Sasori as a character. And 20th was Rock Lee. And that was basically to round out the top 20. And like I said, Rock Lee could have been cool, but he was ruined so much. Nah, I can understand why he's the 20th. Second Hokage, first Hokage, I would have really think people want to see more of them, if anything. Surprise characters like Deidara and stuff made it so high, but obviously some of those characters were fan favorites, so I can't even really be mad. But with that being said, guys, this was the Naruto 99th poll, top 99. You know, I'm not gonna lie, like this was a cool little poll to look at. Hopefully that Minato one shot comes through and it's fire, because this is a fire way to do like which character gets the sequel. So with that being said, I'm pretty much out of here. Thanks for watching. Check out my other Naruto videos, and I'll see you guys next.